Hey folks, welcome back to another video. So a piece of news just recently came out about Microsoft acquiring certain OLEDs. And I find this really interesting because we've been looking at Microsoft kind of entering the kind of handheld market for quite some time. And that's kind of been the vision that we've kind of seen. But Microsoft has recently shown an interest in VR with a collaboration with Meta where they're talking about having an Xbox branded Meta Quest that comes with a controller with 3 months of Game Pass, so you can play through the cloud with the Meta Quest. I've actually used it, and as long as your internet connection is good, like I said, it actually works really well. You've got like a massive screen in front of you, and it works really, really well, and I'm really happy with it. Kudos to them for getting that onto the MetaQuest. It looks like Xbox is trying to put it wherever and ever they can, which is great news for those that do enjoy cloud gaming. I wish other companies like GeForce Now would do the same because GeForce Now on the MetaQuest would actually be pretty damn good. But, it looks like Microsoft is going down a different angle. They're trying to not only just look at the handheld market, but it looks like they may be looking at the VR market too now. Or this could just be their renewed interest in HoloLens. It's too soon to tell, but one thing is for sure, Microsoft is not yet done investing in Xbox or the ecosystem or the platform. But before we get into that, if you are enjoying this content, do consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. If you want to support the channel further, you can do that through my YouTube membership. There's a join button right below where you can gain access to content like this earlier than anyone else. You can also hit that super thanks if you want to support me further. Right, on with the actual show. So if we switch over in great fashion like we do, we can see here we have breaking news. Got to get that breaking news in there because it makes it stand out with the two floodlights. I like it, GPT. Microsoft has just signed a development and supply contract with Samsung Display. Now, we know that they've had a long relationship with Samsung, a good, fruitful one. They were the first TVs to get Xbox Game Pass on their Game Media Hub. So, it's no surprise that they're going with Samsung and LG pretty much have the best TVs out there right now. Anyway, but it's for micro OLED displays. Now, the fact that it's saying micro means that it's pretty much not going to be for a handheld device. This kind of tells me it's going to be either for the HoloLens or for the actual VR, a supposedly VR headset. Either way, it's kind of interesting and cool that they're going down this route. And it says at the level of hundreds of thousands. So this isn't something that they're just kind of experimenting in. They have gone all in on this. So they've clearly been working on something behind the scenes in their R&D department where they've actually gotten to a point now where they can actually attach something to it that's of good quality to actually make it work. Microsoft is creating new mixed reality devices to consume games and media rather than explore the metaverse. Now, for all intents and purposes, I actually genuinely believe that they would actually go and, sign up with the metaverse and use Quest 3 and kind of integrate it into there, get a hub into it and utilize the features. It would save them the R&D costs. I guess they would lose some control of what they can do in terms of the whole gaming side and control side because Meta obviously has the overall control. But if they're looking at making their own specific headset from this, that's kind of big. And it's clearly designed for games and media, and it's a mixed reality device as well. So you can pretty much be sitting on your couch, have the white wall behind you, have a screen planted on there for your VR headset, while you can still see your surroundings. Mixed reality is all the rage these days, and it is a lot of fun, especially gaming, where it'll basically scan like your whole room, and then it'll like break your wall down and have that aspect going to wherever it is as part of the game. And if you're playing like Call of Duty Zombies, for example, your windows will become barricaded and stuff like that. It's really cool tech that you really need to check out. But this is really, really big stuff and really interesting. It does say here Microsoft could introduce the device with these displays in 2026, 2027 at the earliest. Now, obviously, this is kind of in line with the next generation console coming out, so it won't be for this generation Xbox. I do apologize about the audio. I actually thought my headset was actually my mic was really close to me. Apparently, it wasn't, so I'm hoping while I've recorded this, it's actually come out okay. Otherwise, I'm going to have to re-record this, but time will tell. If I haven't said anything at the start of the video, you know that this was okay. But what do you think of this? I mean, we saw this clip here a long time ago where they were using the HoloLens, which basically kind of brings the world of Minecraft to your table, to your room, and you can just mess about with it. You can actually interact with the characters with your, you can pick up the characters and plop them down. It was really cool tech at the time, and nothing really came of it. But is this where Microsoft is going? Are they finally deciding to bring the HoloLens in an affordable way to the home market? Because at the time, these things cost around $2,000. They were used for military. They weren't really used. They were just too expensive for home use. The military, from what I've understand has stopped, retired them. Microsoft has retired the devices as well. So I think the HoloLens itself is pretty much a done deal now. But this is actually pretty damn cool, and I, for one, am very excited about where this is actually going, because if they are entering the VR market and looking at that as a way to, compete with the other headsets and compete with the thing, can you imagine, like, will it be a standalone headset, and then if you want to play VR games off your console, maybe it's going to plug in to leverage that power, because obviously having the whole power in your head is going to be maybe a bit too much. Or maybe they're going to have like a Series S kind of system put into the headset, so it's going to run maybe a slightly weaker it's going to run a weaker version of the game, but you'll be able to play in VR. So, like, can you imagine, like, Halo, Gears, Doom, Skyrim, all these games, Forza Horizon, Fable, Perfect Dark, all on your VR in first person. I mean, these could be actually really, really exciting times for Xbox. And though we're probably not going to hear anything for at least another 12 months, maybe 18 months, I like the fact that they are now considering and looking into this possibility. And the fact that they are focusing on games and media means that the next Xbox is definitely in their mind for this. And if the next Xbox is arriving around 26, then this could definitely be an accessory with that console launch. And, because at the end of the day, the next Xbox, if it is landing, will always land in November. So 26, 27, it's like a couple of months away from 27. It works, right? The timing of this kind of lines up with the next generation Xbox. I'm excited, but let me know what you think. I think this is really cool stuff. And the fact that it could be real could be super exciting. Like I said, I've always liked VR. I just don't think it's been utilized correctly. I don't think they've been using it right. Half-Life Alyx is probably one of the best VR games, is the best VR game out there, period. And for the most part, VR games have generally been horror gimmicks and stuff like that. But if someone comes out and actually uses it correctly, like Valve did with Half-Life Alyx, I think we could actually see, finally, the kind of explosion of VR that we've been waiting for. I know many hoped that PlayStation would do that with their PSVR 2, but they abandoned that 5 minutes into releasing it and said, thank you very much for that money. See ya, suckers! Hopefully Microsoft won't do the same. But time will tell. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, remain legend.